Wait, did I take my Lexapro today? Oh, hey there! Are you on Lexapro too? Cool. So is everyone else. 8 million Americans give or take, including myself, and maybe you, or maybe not. It's not just Lexapro. It's Zoloft, Prozac, Wellbutrin. 1 in 8 Americans takes an antidepressant. We're kinda addicted to it as a nation. America runs on Lexapro. But let me tell you a secret. It really isn't like this in the rest of the world. Just take a look at this graph. So, what is it about us that makes us so hooked on antidepressants? Why are so many Americans on Lexapro? First, let's take a step back. What does Lexapro even do? This is Felix. Felix is diagnosed with anxiety and depression. He feels tired, panicky, and sad all the time. So his doctor prescribes him therapy and an SSRI, probably Lexapro or maybe Celexa. So Felix, excited for a new and improved life, heads over to CVS, picks up his 90-day pack of escitalopram, that's Lexapro, and takes his first pill, and nothing happens. That's normal. It usually takes about 6 weeks for it to kick in. SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, work by increasing serotonin levels in the brain, or more accurately, by preventing serotonin from being reabsorbed too quickly, which keeps more of it floating around. The SSRI era kicked off in the late 1980s with Prozac, a game changer that was marketed less like a medicine and more like a personality upgrade. Suddenly, mental health was a business. By the early 2000s, newer drugs like Lexapro promised fewer side effects with the same boost. And by the 2010s, antidepressants had quietly become one of the most prescribed drug classes in America. For Felix, the results start to show. Slowly, he begins sleeping better. He doesn't panic at the grocery store anymore. He starts answering texts again. His thoughts stop spiraling at 2 a.m. Lexapro didn't make him happy, but it made him functional, and sometimes that's the first step toward happy. So then, what's the problem? A lot of critics talk about overprescription, the idea that we're handing out antidepressants like candy. But data doesn't really support that. In fact, studies show that antidepressants do work for many people, especially when paired with therapy. If anything, what's changed is access. We're actually just finally diagnosing it. People are talking about mental health. They're seeking help. The stigma is shrinking, and behavioral care is being taken more seriously than ever. So, the issue isn't that we're overprescribing. The issue is that more of us are anxious and depressed. So, why are we more anxious and depressed? Experts point to a few things. In the US, nearly 60% of adults report feeling lonely on a regular basis. We live farther from family, spend more time online, and less time in shared spaces. And men, especially, are struggling. Studies show that 1 in 5 American men say they have no close friends at all. In other words, we've never been more connected and more alone at the same time. Second, the economy. Wages have barely budged, but housing costs have exploded. The average American now spends over 30% of their income just to keep a roof over their head. Healthcare, still tied to employment. Job security, shrinking. Even basic adulthood, owning a home, starting a family, retiring someday, feels out of reach for a lot of people under 40. But you want to know what I think? I think there's something way more fundamental going on. The reason we're all on Lexapro is simple. The reason depression is so rampant these days is this. Humans are simply not built to live in the society we've built for ourselves. We evolved to live in tight-knit communities with sunlight, movement, shared purpose. Now, we sit in chairs all day under LED lights, doom-scrolling through crises we can't control. We have too many commitments and too little time to enjoy nature or go for a walk. We have too many notifications and too few meaningful conversation. We live in cities full of people and still feel lonely. We work more hours for less security. Lexapro, and other antidepressants, aren't a conspiracy. They're a decent stopgap, a tool, a way to keep going when everything feels like too much. But maybe the real question isn't why so many people need them. It's why modern life makes so many of us feel like we can't function without them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. This topic is dear to my heart. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Give us a topic recommendation in the comments and we'll try to make the video. But anyway, did I actually take my Lexapro or not?